Welcome again to TCESL Podcast. You're in Mike's section, and we're going to talk about San Diego today. Last time, I just introduced myself and the topic, and now I'm going to start getting into some of the content about my hometown of San Diego. San Diego is in California. It's in Southern California. If you look on a map, it's about 200 miles south of Los Angeles. It's really easy to find because it's right on the border with Tijuana, Mexico, so you can find it easily. San Diego, it's a medium-sized city. If you've ever been to New York or Tokyo or other huge cities, San Diego might seem kind of small, but there's actually about 3 million people, so it's not too bad. The thing about San Diego is that it's right on the beach, and our culture and our activities basically revolve around going to the beach or doing outdoor things. There's perfect weather in San Diego. Year-round, it's really nice and sunny. It barely rains, maybe like 40 or 50 days out of the year, and it only rains for a short time when it does too. If you go in January, you might have days of 65, 70, 75 degrees Fahrenheit even. And in the summer, it's not even that hot. There's not much humidity, and the weather is just about right year-round. I mean, I've been a lot of places in the world, and San Diego has the best weather by far from any of them. Another good thing about San Diego is it's close to Mexico. If you travel to San Diego, you could also make a day trip into Tijuana and enjoy Mexican food and buy Mexican arts and crafts and stuff if you're into that. Okay, so what's the main attraction in San Diego? That would have to be the beach, definitely. Our culture revolves around it. You got the weather where it's always sunny, it's always nice and clear, it's perfect. You can always go to the beach if you want, if it's January or if it's August. Our beaches are long. We have about 70 miles of them. We have sandy beaches, we have cliffside beaches, we have it all. It's really pretty. If you want quiet beaches, we have those, and if you want crowded beaches with a lot of bars and restaurants and a lot of noisy people, you got that too. Our waves in San Diego are just about right. There's a lot of surfers there. It's one of the centers of surfing culture, so if you're into surfing, you can find good enough waves. They're not that big, but they're not small either. Me, personally, I just like to go into the water and bodyboard or just swim or just hang out. I'm past the age, but it's still fun to make sandcastles if you want to do that too. So what else is there in San Diego? We have Balboa Park also. Balboa Park is a gigantic urban park. It's even bigger than New York Central Park. It is very scenic, and it's where most of the museums in San Diego are located. It's beautiful because it was built during the Panamanian Exposition in 1919, so a lot of the architecture is very Spanish style. It's really pretty. Inside Balboa Park is the San Diego Zoo. It's one of the world's finest zoos. They have all types of animals: polar bears, snakes, lions, tigers, elephants, monkeys, everything they have there. They have really nice exhibits too. It's not just animals in cages. They try to put them in their natural environment as best as they can in the zoo. That's one of the greatest things in San Diego is the zoo. You can spend a whole day or even 2 days, and it's great to see all the animals there. It's a really fun day if you go. Like the zoo, we have our oceanic counterpart in SeaWorld. SeaWorld is like the zoo. I mean, it's got all the animals, but they're all aquatic. That's where we have shamu and dolphins and stingrays and sharks. And a lot of people go to see shamu. There's this big stadium where shamu jumps around with trainers and does tricks and flips and stuff. And if you sit really close, you get real splashed by the freezing water. It's fun. I haven't been to SeaWorld in a long time because it's like $50. But if you've never been to San Diego, you really should go to SeaWorld. It's a great place. Another attraction in San Diego is its proximity to the desert and mountains. If you drive 1 hour east or northeast, you can find mountains with snow in the winter, or you can find deserts that are really beautiful, and they make for really good hiking trips. So we're out of time right now, but I barely have begun to scratch the surface of what San Diego has to offer for people. Next time I'd like to talk about maybe sports, and other podcasts will talk about restaurants and nightlife and other things to do in my town. So keep checking the website for updated podcasts, and I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.